Hello guys, how's it going? AlexTheGrumpyOne here. I hope you're well. Today we've got mx5 in, this is Mark 3, and we've got the one of them common issues, which is the water leak inside the car. And obviously probably most of you already know it's the grommets, but yeah, decided to do a video today to show you what's happening, and if you don't fix it, what issues you can have. Obviously in this it caused me replacing the starter motor, the battery, and I had lots of issues with the electrics in there as well. I'll show you what's happening and what I had to do to sort it all out, and also going to show you obviously, and list in the description below, the parts they're going to need to fix it, both of the grommets and the covers, to stop the water leak. Right, so the problem is under these covers there's a grommet there, and what you need is this kit of two obviously grommets that you can see there, and two covers. You got a screw going through there. I'm going to take the cover off in a second, you'll see what's happening there, but that's usually when they leak on this side, and on the other side exactly the same place, and that's the bits that we're going to need to replace. So the first and the most obvious sign of obviously the leak is your windscreen is going to be quite damp inside, and the floor mat is going to be a bit wet as well, and that's when it starts to leak. You also see a bit of drops going there as well, but the main area is, as you can see, in this case it's already rusted because it's been like this for quite a while. That's where you'll see the water dripping, and that obviously is the first sign of it going, and obviously the main sign that it's gone. And the best thing to do for this is obviously first check obviously how long it's been leaking for. If it has been leaking for a long time, I would definitely recommend taking the covers off, all of this stuff coming off, and checking all the electrics that are behind there, because you obviously got the fuse box there, and behind you got a couple of junction boxes there, the joints. They need to check, because if the water got in there with time, it will corrode and create quite massive issues with the electronics on the car, which is what happened to this car. It started starting by itself, and the lights were on. We started turning them on, and eventually it caused an issue with the starter motor as well, and the battery drain. But I'll show you what you have to do and what happens behind the cover there. Right, so the first step will be to remove this cover here that you got, the foot step. So that just pops off. It's all plastic, so it will pop off, and it shows you all the wiring there. The next thing is pull this cover up, and there's a couple of plastic clips that hold that on. So there's one plastic clip they have to take out, which is there, and there's another plastic clip there. In this case this is already missing, so you'll have to get the clip out of there, which is broken anyway, unfortunately. You might have to lift the floor mat out of the way in order to get the whole cover off. So once the floor mat is out of the way, just pull it off, and that comes off. And what you'll find there's two, like I said, junction boxes, the joints there, as you can see, that one and that one there, and they're the ones that obviously get the water dripping into them, and it causes quite a lot of shortage in there. And the same for the fuses. You have to take all of them out, obviously disconnect the battery first before you do any of this. You have to take all of them out or check them with the multimeter if they're all fine or not. If they're blown as well, that will cause an issue. But yeah, I would definitely recommend disconnecting the battery, unplugging both of these boxes, and it's easy to unplug them. There's a little tab that you lift, and then this pulls up, and they just unplug pretty much, and you'll see the green stuff if there's a corrosion. And I'll advise cleaning that with a wire brush, trying to get in there, and using contact cleaner, the electrical contact cleaner they're going to put in the description below. That definitely helps. That's how I fixed the issue on here. But yeah, that's where the problem was. So to do the actual job, you're going to need a flat blade screwdriver and a Phillips screwdriver, and first you have to pop that cover off of there. In this case this one's obviously been broken before, but that just comes off, and you got new ones to go on there anyway. And then you got a Phillips screw in there that you have to take out, and usually you'll see it's going to be covered in water. So if you get that out of there, the next step will be, you have to open the bonnet for next step, because you'll have to take this whole cover off, and there's a little grommet in there that you need to replace. So we're just going to open the bonnet and remove this cover, and it's exactly the same on the other side. Right, so with the bonnet up, all you have to do, obviously once you unscrew that, you pop this up on both sides, and it's obviously they join together, so you have to break the joint by Obviously, I know you can do it with removing the wipers off as well to make it easier, but sometimes they do get seized up on there, which stops you being able to obviously take it off. So don't forget you got the screen wash pipe here, but you can leave it on there for now. So once you've broken the joint in the middle, that will be enough to move this one out of the way. Right, so here it is. What happens is the seal that you got on there just over time deteriorates, and obviously the water builds up in here. As you can see, all the stuff there as well. I'll clean it while I'm here as well. Get rid of all that rubbish. So all you do is pop it off of there. Okay, it's been a bit of a pain to come out. There you go. And that's it. So what you had was, what was supposed to be around there is a bit of material that stops obviously the water getting in there. So now we're going to clean all this off with a bit of brake cleaner. So here we are, that's the difference. You're supposed, like I said, you're supposed to have a seal there. This is the new one, so that's what's missing. And that's what we're going to fit back in there. So clean it all off and just push it back in. Now obviously once you put the screw in there, it's gonna open it up a little bit and hold it a bit better in there. Right, so to do it the driver's side, you obviously take the screw out, and like I said, the wipers don't usually come off, and to save you trouble trying to get them out, all you do is obviously pop the thing on this side as well and lift this up. Because it's plastic, you can bend it enough. If you look in there, you can see that you can get to it, so just pop it up, hold it with one hand, get the grommet out of there, clean it up, put the new one in, and job done. Just push this back on. While you're here, obviously clean all this rubbish off as well. Right, so now that it's all clean, put the new bit in there. There you go, lovely jubbly. And now we have to put all the plastics back on there. Clip everything back in, and then obviously all you got left to do is put the screw back in there. Right, so once the covers are back on, just shut the bonnet, obviously job done, and double check. I would use a bit of water and pour it on top there just to check that it's not leaking in there anymore, but I can guarantee you in most of the cases it will stop your leak, because obviously that's the main issue, and it's a really common issue on them. You can find it on the forums as well. But yeah, that's all you have to do. And obviously, like I said, if you had a leak for a while, please do check the connections there and make sure you clean them up, because it is really important, because you don't want to cause a lot more issues on your car than you already have. So yeah, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and find it helpful. If you did, comment below, like the video and subscribe to my channel.